name's Glenn Thompson. I'm the site manager here on site at Flagstone Shopping Centre. We're using Hollowcore on top of a new delta beam system to us that I believe has been used for the last 47 years elsewhere in Europe. So far to date, it's been highly successful, and we're now at the closing stages of doing our first floor of level 1.
We've welcomed Hollowcore on board with us to do this in correlation with a Finnish company with their Peiko delta beams. We've found it to be efficient. Cost-wise, it's been quite effective. We would definitely use it again. In relation to the site, the biggest advantage for us, without a doubt, is the fact that we've had a cleaner site. Keeping in mind we had to bring in 6 metres of fill, so it's been a difficult civil/construction project, but it has worked well for us.
And because it's a factory-built product, anything you can build in a factory is a much better idea than actually building a construction site, for obvious reasons. You're not held up with weather and so on and so forth. It's a quicker, easier, more controllable operation than a standard deck. The benefits are time and speed of erection.
So we get the Peiko beams up first, it makes like a grid up in the air, and then the Hollowcore comes in truckloads during the day, probably 5 to 7 trucks to 8 trucks a day. It's a lot of a slab. You don't get that done in half the amount of time. There are other ways to do it. And the way that the loads come in and out, the Peikos come in one day and we get 2 loads of trucks then, get a big grid done, and then the next day and the following days after that, the Hollowcore comes in about 6 to 8 trucks a day, and we get that done fairly quick. Once it all goes to plan, it's just like clockwork. It's A-OK.
Hi, I'm Colin Ginger, the General Manager of Precast Hollowcore. The most attractive element to the builder, our customer, on a job like this is the speed of construction. So we've built this 9,000 square metres of suspended floor here in record time. But there's also a heap of flow-on benefits that come with this system. So you take this site out here at Flagstone, 9,000 square metres of suspended floor. In conjunction with the Peiko column shoes, which give us freestanding precast columns, and with the Peiko delta beam and the Hollowcore floors, that 9,000 square metres was built without a single brace or a single prop over the entire area. So you have a completely clear, uncluttered work site. Soon as those Hollowcore planks are dropped in, the very next day there's complete clear working access underneath for the following trades. All up the program significantly shorter. Another great benefit of this method of construction is the reduced risk profile that it brings to the site. So on the best day out here we installed just shy of 90 planks, and at an average of 10 square metres, that's about 900 square metres of flooring. We did it with a crew of 5. So there's much less people on site, and the few that are here are working in a much less cluttered, safer environment. Precast Hollowcore is a well-established flooring system. For your next project, please contact us today.